Have you ever noticed how easy it is to spend hours preparing for something, but actually almost impossible to actually start? You watch videos, you read books, you make documents, you make plans, you buy all the equipment, but all of that work and you still haven't done the thing. If you recognize yourself in this video is for you. I spend years in preparation mode, living my life in preparation mode. And today I'm going to share what finally got me out of it. Let's start here. Time doesn't wait. The year keeps moving whether you're ready or not. So at some point, I had to ask myself, am I actually making progress or am I just comfortable? Because preparation feels productive, it gives you the impression that and the satisfaction that you are moving forward without actually exposing you to the risk of failure. But eventually, preparation becomes a very comfortable form of procrastination. That brings me to the first thing I had to figure out. Why was I actually stuck? Most people think they're lazy, unmotivated, or they just don't want that thing badly enough. But I don't think that's it. I think some people are just afraid. Sometimes they're just afraid. Sometimes they're afraid to fail or afraid to succeed and that their life is going to change. And sometimes they're just waiting to feel ready and feel more comfortable. But here's the thing, confidence rarely comes first. The actual definition of confidence is a feeling of self-assurance arising from appreciation of one's own ability. It's a firm trust in your own ability and capabilities. So if you're never practicing and never working on those abilities, confidence is not going to come. It has nowhere to come from. Confidence comes after you've done something. You have done it over and over and over again. It's built through action and not through preparation. I'm saying all of this because I've been there. I kept telling myself, one more course, one more video, one more document to help me get prepared and be ready. But ready never came. And I wasted years until I took action and then things started changing. Now, once I understood why I was stuck, the next thing I had to do was take some pressure off. Because I realized that I turned every single project into something that had to change my life. I always told myself I needed to know more, learn more, be better, get to a certain stage before I could even start. As you can imagine, that is exhausting. So instead of asking, what if this fails? What if I'm not good enough? Change your frame of mind and ask yourself instead, what if this is just practice? And that's it, no pressure. This is just practice. Honestly, that one shift changed everything. It took off so much pressure off of my shoulders. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. You have to tell yourself that all the time. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to exist. So now the pressure is off. So now what? This is where building a process comes in. Motivation comes and goes, as we all know that by now. But what stays are the processes, the systems that you put in place to help you. That's where you want to spend your energy. That's where it's worth spending your energy. Instead of saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, get specific, get detailed in what you're saying. So instead of saying, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, be specific. Say instead, I'm going to post one video every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever Tuesday that you choose. If you, instead of saying, I want to get fit, say, I'm going to go walk every day. Listen, the big goals are exciting and I'm here for all of them. I love having big goals, big dreams. But the small, consistent systems that you put in place is really what is going to move the needle. It's what's going to move the needle in your life, in your dreams, in your plans. And that leads me to my last point, and probably the most important one. I'm here to tell you that your first version, it's supposed to be bad. I don't know if you remember this, when we used to be in school and we had an assignment to do, they would ask us to put everything on paper as a first draft. The first draft is basically your first action. So this is the same idea. Your first anything, your first video, your first book draft, your first whatever that thing is, that first, it's supposed to be bad, and it's not supposed to impress anybody. It's supposed to teach you how your second version should look. Looking back, I wasted so much time on waiting to be ready. But the thing that helped me the most weren't the books, weren't the classes, weren't the videos. It was actually the experience of actually doing the thing. Taught me so much more than all of those ever could. So taking it one step at a time made all the difference. So to bring it all together, there's nothing wrong with preparation and making plans. We all need to learn, we all need to make plans. But there comes a point where another notebook filled, another course taken, another video or podcast listened to or video watched is not going to change anything. I'm sorry to say, but it's not. It's not going to change anything, and except to keep you in a loop. Only action can make a difference. So if you are waiting for a sign or permission to do it, this is it. Rip the band-aid off, jump into the cold water, and just do it. I'm telling you, your future self will thank you later. I started this channel after years of telling myself I wasn't ready. And honestly, part of me is still not ready, but here I am. And that is the whole point. Just do it. So now I want to ask you, what is that one thing you've been putting off doing? Drop it in the comments. I'm really curious to see what everybody is struggling with. I really genuinely want to know. If this video helped you in any way, drop a heart in the comments. It will truly mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.